Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be taking you along for a little bit of decorating. I'm setting out some things that were my mother's and some things that are new that I'm bringing in to hold some of my old memories. So this is my little house, a little corner of the world, a little corner in my life that holds all of my nostalgia, my memories, and I love to come back here and set out all of my beautiful little decorations and things. So I'm setting out some plates that my mom had given me. These plates were plates that she had growing up, and they're decorative. One's made in Italy, the other was just from World Market, but it's still really pretty. And I have some canisters here that I used to hold my sugar and my flour and my coffee in, but I no longer use. They're still pretty, and I love to have things like this around my home. This little carriage was something I had as a child. My parents actually bought it from me when I was really little, and they purchased it from a Mennonite family in Mexico. And I've held on to it over the years, and I just kind of cleaned it up, and I put two little dolls in here which are also very nostalgic. One was made by my grandmother, one was made by my mother. And the blanket that you find there at the bottom is a hand knitted blanket by an aunt. So I want to share that this little bookcase is brand new to my home. I'm putting it together, and it's going to be a house for some scrapbooks and albums and things that I have. So it's basically the house of all of my memories. One of the things that I really enjoy doing is creating scrapbooks and photo albums, and I love to make those Shutterfly books, the photo books. So I've been doing that since I was in high school. So I have photo books and all kinds of memories from way back then all the way up until now. Ever since my daughter was born, I would create a photo book about every 6 months, and then for any special trips and things. And while lots of photos are held on our phones, I know that over the years I've switched phones and I've lost chunks of time in pictures when I've done that. So I encourage you to print out some of your pictures, create books, albums, and things that are physical and tangible that you can sit down and reconnect with. I love reconnecting with some of these things and saving things like movie tickets and just little trinkets and plane tickets, all of that stuff to look back on. And so in my scrapbooks, that's some of the things that I also put in there. And it lets me kind of reconnect to a simpler time back when things weren't as expensive, and it just gives me this memory of what it was back then. So it really feels like everything has changed in our world. Everything feels a little faster, a little more chaotic, a little more emotional. And of course, the prices are a lot higher on almost everything that we try to purchase. So I really like to kind of go back in time, and this little house where I'm at right now is my little sanctuary. This is where I go back to feel that kind of timeless feeling of what it felt like when I was a child. So this area has really no internet. You can't really get phone service either. So when you come here, technology is out the window. All you have is yourself and those memories and things that you have tangibly created. So as I'm building this bookcase, I actually have some music playing in the background, but due to copyright, I'm not going to play it on here. But the music that I'm playing is just from a little old radio that I have. It's actually a CD player. I don't know if any of y'all know CDs or remember CDs, but it's a little CD player that I still have here. And when I'm here at this house, there's nothing but DVDs that you can put into the TV or CDs that you can put into the radio or the stereo system. But the little tiny stereo system that I have only picks up one radio station. And the radio station that it picks up is called KSBJ. It's a Christian radio station. And I love listening to it while I'm here, while I'm doing all my little chores and redecorating and all of those things. So that's what I have playing in the background. It's really amazing to kind of be here and feel the energies of this simplicity that you just don't feel anymore. So as I was redecorating and putting up this bookshelf, I moved some things around. I took down some old picture frames and things just so that they wouldn't get broken as I moved this TV stand that I'm working on. I'm putting the picture frames back up. These picture frames are also from another time. They are the pictures of my family. So I have a picture of everyone in my family, my grandparents on both sides, my great-grandparents on both sides, and I have a picture of myself and my husband. So these are essentially like the wedding pictures of the family. And I love to have these around me, surrounding me, reminding me of other times, of other generations before me who also lived at different times. It really makes me feel like I am connected, like I'm part of something bigger. And so I love to have these displayed here, not just because they're beautiful, but because of the connection that I feel. So I'm setting those out now, and eventually I will fill up my bookcase. I'm still going through some of my scrapbooks and things. I actually boxed everything up. So I'm going to have to go through everything again, but I'll put some things in there today. I know that this bookshelf will be completely full by the time I'm done with it, and I might even have to build another one, but that's okay because this is my living room, and when I have people come over, I want them to sit down. I want them to look at these albums, to remind themselves of a simpler time, to look at the nostalgia of what tickets used to cost in the early 2000s, to, be reminded of a different time, to look at the pictures above my TV stand and see the couples, the generations before us, the history that is here in this home with me. So I just wanted to bring you along today as I made some little changes here at the little house. I'm going to be making little changes here and there. I have some things planned to show you. I'm going to be putting up some new wallpaper. I'm going to be working on the outside of the home as well. So there's much more to come. If you are new to my channel, I want to welcome you to my channel and encourage you to subscribe. My little house is a 780 square foot tiny house. It's a 2-bedroom house on the banks of the river here in Texas, the Trinity River. It's a very peaceful place. It's a very quiet place, and it's a magical place that I call home. And I'm always working on something here. And I don't know if y'all can tell, but I'm more of a maximalist than a minimalist. So I have all kinds of antiques and trinkets and decorations and things everywhere because those things bring me joy, and I'd love to share that with you. So I encourage you to subscribe and come back. One of the things that I have to share with you that I'm very excited about is a book that I just finished. I just finished writing a book called The Little House. This book is a book with a collection of memoirs of actual memories that I have here at the little house. Many unusual and beautiful things happened over the years, and I've basically created a collection of those stories in this short little book. So I encourage you to pick it up. It's now available and published on Amazon, and it really tells the story of this little house. I know that the story is not done, but there is so much I already want to share with you. So I encourage you to pick up that book. It's a short read, and it's a fun, kind of joyful read that takes you back in time, to a simpler place. And I really invite you to come into my space and experience what that feels like. And I hope that that book is a bubble in time that you can connect with when you read it. That you can feel what it's like to be here, that you can feel what it's like to be in those stories, to be part of this, because it is truly something special, and I know that we all have our own stories, and as you read mine, you'll connect and remember those that you had. So I'm going to go ahead and just keep putting these albums in the bookshelf. The bookshelf came out okay. It's a bookshelf I picked up at Walmart. I didn't need anything really fancy, just something useful to house all of those memories that I have gathered over the years. And so I'm just putting everything in there, and then I'll probably do a little bit of decorating around it and things. But I will come back on a later video and show you how it turned out when I got all of my books in there. I plan to come back in my next video to show you how I'm putting up some wallpaper. This is some wallpaper I'm putting up in a room that at one time my daughter and I painted. We hand painted the room, so it wasn't done very well. We even had another little girl help. And so I want to kind of make it a little bit nicer now. And I'm going to put up some wallpaper and show you what it looks like. My little house is a mermaid house, so I'm doing kind of like this mermaid scales wallpaper, and I'm really excited to share it with you. Before we go, I wanted to share these beautiful Rose of Sharon bushes that have bloomed. They are just so beautiful, and I cut the lawn today. So thank you all so much for coming along. I will catch you on our next video.